I genuinely love when people hate on my work or me, and I feel so much more confident, which is so weird. But I
Yeah.
get this boost, like, oh my God, I want to do it more.
Hello and welcome to the Catching Up podcast with Ananya and Katrina, two college friends who are doing their best to keep catching up while pursuing their goals and dreams. In our last episode, we talked about social media and the consumption side of social media, but now that we've been making these podcasts and creating more on social media, we're going to talk more about the creators side of social media.
Katrina, do you love creating on social media?
That's a loaded question. I love doing the podcast. Um, I have for a little while. I was like kind of experimenting with my own like YouTube channel and stuff like that. But I feel like the more I did with it and like the more I like tried to create more, I just like don't like doing anything that doesn't feel sincere and genuine. And so like with a podcast, I like doing this because it's like an actual conversation. But posting anything else for me just like doesn't always feel right. And so I just decided to stop doing it because it just didn't sit well with me.
Why
I
does it not feel
do
right? Why does it not feel
it
right?
just it just feels fake. Like I feel like a lot of the stuff that I see on social media is very much like the polished, nice, perfect image of everybody's lives, and like I know that my life doesn't look like that, and I know their lives don't look like that, and I don't want to like perpetuate that kind of like culture online. And like yeah, I'll post the pictures that I like that are fun and whatever, but like I don't want to like be creating a version of myself online that I feel like I have to live up to offline, if that makes sense.
It definitely makes sense. I have heard a lot of interviews of the creators on social media, and they're always like, people are shitting on the creators all the time and that they're being fake and all. But in reality, we are the entertainers. Like, they spend hours watching our content and we are like entertaining them. So we're in the business of entertainment. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Well, we need some more listeners before they spend hours listening to our content. We love the listeners who are listening. Um, I guess we are entertainment. Like, ooh, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I like it more for the connection
Yeah.
than for the entertainment. Like, I am like the whole YouTuber, like Mr. Beast kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like being in the entertainment space. I like more the like podcast
Yeah.
connection, human
They make
interaction
it sound as
space.
if they're doing a favor on us.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think about it?
About creating on social media. I
Yeah.
think for the longest time I thought I loved social media and creating on it, but I'm just going through too many changes right now and discovering myself and knowing myself, trying to get to know myself better. And I've realized in general, I love creativity and creation, and it has nothing to do with social media. I just like creating, and it can be outside of social media too. And that's why, like, all of this podcast, we have talked so much about hobbies because we love like creating things. And so I've been dedicating more time to do it outside social media because, like I said in the last episode, I felt cheap. Like,
Yeah.
everything that's attached to me felt cheap, and like I'm trying to sell it, or I don't know, I just need the validation from people of how good I am at creating it or how good my life is. And so I ended up almost hating creating on social media to loving it. And that's just the realization that I'm a creative person, and I liked it at first because of the creative aspects of it. But then when it started being influenced by the audience and like what people think, um, no.
Yeah, it almost becomes more of like a job. And like whenever your hobbies
Yeah.
become your job, like you stop enjoying them.
Yeah.
And I feel like creating things for other people, like I feel like that's what it becomes is like you're no longer creating things because you want to create them. and like
Yeah.
you're creating them because you need the attention, the validation, the money, like whatever from other people, and I just like don't want to
Yeah. And
get into that position.
I also feel like when you're posting in private account too, like you have at least like we all have a lot of followers, so around like 100 people suppose, and not all 100 of them are your genuine connections. And I feel like I'm done dealing with people who are just there without any reason in my life. Like it's okay if there are like two or three of them, but I need like solid connection now. I am done like giving myself for something that's not even there for something meaningful.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it goes back to what we were talking about in the last episode with authenticity on social media. And I feel like we can look at it from like consumers' point of view. Like we want to like consume things where people are being authentic, but like also creating things. Like we want to create things that are authentic, but we don't want to like intentionally create things that are authentic because we want to make it seem authentic. We want to create things that are authentic because that's the way they actually are. And I feel like a lot of social media is people like cosplaying authenticity versus like actually being genuine in what they're doing.
I completely agree with that. I don't have anything more to say. Yeah, I agree. I feel like there's always this dilemma of how authentic you can be, but then also there's this other side of social media, which is social media marketing. I have a major in marketing, and like got this degree just learning how to make your product more appealing to people. And so what are your thoughts on selling your business on social media?
Well, I'm like kind of doing that right now. Like I have a website business where I create landing pages for people, and social media is a good way to like get your name out there, and get your work out there. But for me, is right now it's I feel like I'm like walking a really fine line because I don't want to fall into the like group of businesses on social media that just like post whatever to get attention. Like I want to be really intentional about my business, and like for me, like I only want to work with clients that are a good fit for me. Like I don't want to just be on there to like get anybody. And so I think like going back to authenticity and sincerity and like being genuine, I want my business to reflect that, and I also want my social media to reflect that. But it's really hard to like do marketing, but only for like like maintain that integrity.
I was reading, honestly, it was like part of one of my course books that when people say that social media is making people materialistic, there was one argument against it saying marketing only helps people realize the need. And there's always this hidden need that marketing brings out. So, like, when people are consuming, they're only consuming what they need. And I felt like that was such a bad argument because people can easily be influenced. So I love that you want to be intentional and you only want to cater to people who actually have a need, and they value your business as much as you value it. So it's like matchmaking rather than like trying to figure out different ways to make it work.
Yeah, like trying to find ways to pull people in versus like it being a good fit. I agree that I do not like that argument for marketing. Like
Yeah.
most marketing for me just like feels kind of icky.
Yeah.
And maybe that like wasn't the case in the past, but I feel like so much marketing now, and also now that like marketing has blended into social media creation, and so like most of the creation you see on social media is like somebody with a brand deal or somebody trying to sell you something. And like I am on the business side as well with the website business, but like I feel like I like with businesses creating on social media, I think I want to be on the side of businesses where like you give a lot of content and a lot of knowledge away for free so you can like actually help people, and then the people who actually are a good fit for your business will then stay and work with you versus just like putting everything out there and like trying to get
Yeah, and I feel
a lot of
like
money.
it has become like a trend to portray everything as a lifestyle. And so,
Hmm.
like, instead of choosing what you want or like you deciding what your lifestyle should be, you were taking inspiration from outside and trying to follow people and their lifestyles, and then you lose like what you want. And it's so important as a human to understand that you would not have same needs as everyone else's. Like there are times you would like something and that's just the way you are. Like other people are not always going to be on the same page with it. And so like having that confidence to choose a lifestyle that is not everyone else's, I feel like social media plays such a big role in pulling us away from it.
Yeah, I feel like I see what you say about the lifestyle thing. Like, I follow a lot of fitness creators, and I feel like when you look at a lot of their content, like, not to hate on fitness creators,
Yeah.
but like, a lot of it's like, here's my morning coffee, or like, here's me making my like breakfast that is this many grams of protein. And it's like, all of their stuff looks the same, and it's like very, I feel like it's just like promoting like only one like
Yeah.
culture basically.
I know,
And
and
like there's
it's
so many
fake.
different like non-aesthetic ways to
Yeah.
do things, and like most of the stuff that we do throughout the day isn't aesthetic, but it's part of it is also like it's just what you need on social media to get the views, and so like that's what you have to do to grow your business. But I just like, I don't know, like that's why I couldn't keep doing some of the YouTube stuff, just
Yeah.
because it just like doesn't, it doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it makes me think about Erwin, the Haley Bieber smoothie place. And they're like this is like it comes from the lifestyle marketing and then smoothie and it's the Haley Bieber's recipe and I've tried it personally and there's no way she's drinking that smoothie. It has so many calories. It's so sweet. There's no way she's drinking it.
Yeah,
And then
just
like
marketing tactic.
exactly. And I'm like, how did so many people in the world buy it? Like, it's so expensive. $20 for a smoothie. And it's not the healthiest smoothie in the world. So much chocolate, calories. It was delicious, but she's not drinking it because it's kind of like fitness, lifestyle marketing. It's so fake. And so, like, when you listen to all these creators and then like you go try it and then it's not even close to what they're trying to like message it as, it like kind
Hmm.
of takes away the trust. And so I don't know, I feel like creators, I understand that they're trying to entertain or do their business or whatever, but there needs to be more truth.
Yeah. And I feel like now that we've been on kind of the creator side for, what is this, episode 15?
Yeah.
15 episodes, like, I feel like after doing that, I see a part of the creation side that I thought I could do at some point. I thought I could, like, make that a part of my business and a part of, like, the podcast or something. But now that I, like, can see it from the inside, I just don't want to participate in it. Um, yeah.
What are some good sides of being a creator or social media content?
I would say it's really good for like networking and getting yourself out there. Um, there's a lot of people that you can reach on social media by putting content out that you can't otherwise, like, because
Yeah.
like otherwise you're doing like ads on Google, or you're doing what, flyers in the mail. And so I think it's a good way to find people, um, and like also connect with people who are like you, because just like the amount of people that you meet every day in your normal little life, like you're just not going to meet that same amount of people who are similar to you that you would in real life or like online. I think I
Yeah,
said that wrong. You're not going to meet the same amount of people who are similar to you in real life than you would have access to online.
I agree. I agree. It's a good place to meet people when there's like something genuine. There can be a lot of genuine passion that can collect. I also feel like it's a good place to sometimes build your confidence. It can go either way, but it can like for people who doubt their skills and abilities and then suddenly they put their stuff out there and there are people who actually appreciate it. I think it can really lead to a boost in confidence, which I'm
Mm-hmm.
all in for people who lack it. Like, no, you need to be more confident in your work. And then I feel like it's a really good place to sell, especially for small businesses who don't have as much money to market themselves through the flyers or billboards. I think it has made the market so much more accessible for them. And so I think it's a really good tool for small businesses.
Yeah, it's a good equalizer for marketing.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have the same budget as a big corporate company. Back to the confidence thing, I think I've done enough like little creation on social media that I've realized that I can like replicate some of the quality of content and things like that. Like if I really put the effort into it. And I think going like with the confidence, it's really built up the confidence to know that like I can create the same thing. But now that I know that I can create the same thing, I'm not sure that I want to. And so I think
Yeah.
now that like I've built up the confidence to do that, I'm like, okay, I can do it. I know I can do it. Like now I don't have that like hanging over
Motivation to keep
me
going.
as
Oh,
like I tried it, you know?
yeah. No, that's so right. And that's why I feel like I had so many different Instagram accounts because I wanted to like test out how good I am in different areas. And I tried writing and painting, and I'm like, can I have a career in any one of them? And so it's like a good like little start, like a teaser of what it's gonna be like. Um, if I want to sell my paintings, I'd rather test it on social media because sometimes you're obstructed by
Yeah.
your own view that, oh, I'm so excellent. And then you get a real feedback and you're like, oh, maybe not. And so it's a good
Yeah.
place to get feedback. But not
Yeah.
all
And we
feedback is good.
haven't gotten to, yeah, we haven't gotten to the place yet where we have like haters. So we can't really talk about that part yet, like that kind of feedback yet.
Honestly,
But
I would love to have haters because then you're doing something.
yeah, yeah,
Hate's not cheap. Maybe it is. Maybe it's easy to hate
yeah.
on people. Yeah.
Well, it's more engagement, right?
It's more engagement. Yeah. I genuinely love when people hate on my work or me, and I feel so much more confident, which is so weird. But
Yeah.
I get this boost, like, oh my God, I want to do it more.
I think another good thing about social media, like creating on it, is it gives you feedback on yourself. So, like, when we record these and we go back and edit and watch them, we can pick up. I mean, we're like more critical of ourselves probably than other people are, but we can pick up on the things that we need to improve on. So, like, today I was like, oh, I want to project more because I feel like my voice kind of gets stuck. And so, like, because you're recording yourself, you can, like, pick up on things that need to be improved. And it's like very quick feedback versus like
Yeah.
if you were like if I weren't recording myself on anything, like I don't know that I would know about the way
Yeah.
I speak, you know?
That's why they made us record our presentations every time we were doing it, so we can see what
Yeah,
we're
in
doing.
college.
Yeah.
And I think I've gotten more comfortable just like watching myself back because I
Hmm.
feel like everybody kind of goes through a phase where like I hate listening to myself. I hate like watching myself on video. And like because we do it often now, it's just like it doesn't really
Part and
matter.
parcel.
Like it yeah, we're comfortable with it.
Yeah. And I also feel like the way you said, like, how we can know right away the feedback, the data has become stronger for small businesses again, like who don't have so much money to collect data. I think social media is a great place for data metrics and tracking it. And so, like, free creation, free marketing, and then free information, which is really a plus of social media.
Yeah, I kind of want to go off into um, like on social media, it's all free, but I see like now the new place where marketing is going is AI, and AI
Ooh.
is not free. Like most AI is not free. And so I think like I guess maybe if you're a small business, you really have to use social media because like you can't afford AI, but the big companies can. Like you have to use. I don't know where I'm going with this, but
Yeah, no, you're right.
yeah,
But I feel like that's the space to become more creative. And I feel like, I don't know, like people can spot when you use AI and they can spot that it's a little like there's still that hesitation. So you can kind of feed on it and do something like, hey, this is more authentic. Or like, because everyone's like, we need more humanness in things. At least that's what I'm hearing. And I feel like that's, if anything, an opportunity to make things more creative. And then for people using AI, I think Instagram does this free AI thing too, where you can like edit things. And so I feel like as AI progresses more, it's going to become more cheaper and feasible for everyone to use too. But it's definitely something AI bubble. Everyone's just
yeah,
guessing on it, betting on it.
yeah,
Um, but we should do what we think about AI.
yeah. Next episode,
Yeah,
AI.
let's do it. Let's do it. I've thoughts on it, good and bad.
Okay.
I feel like majorly we have talked about Instagram, but then there are so many other social media. I think Facebook is kind of dying down. YouTube is great, but LinkedIn for finding jobs and networking. What are your thoughts on LinkedIn?
I wish LinkedIn were literally just a place to find jobs. I hate like the posting on LinkedIn. It's so fake. Like you think Instagram's fake? Oh my God. LinkedIn is worse. Like it's like literally everybody turning there was oh my gosh. I kind of went viral. There was like this guy who got engaged and he turned his engagement pictures into a whole post on like B2B sales. And like it's just like so fake.
Oh my
And part of
god.
it's funny just to like go through and like see how fake it is,
Yeah.
but like people genuinely like build their business marketing by doing that.
Yeah.
And yeah, yeah. I don't really post on LinkedIn. Like if I get a degree or start a job, I'll like put a little thing out there, but like that's it. What
Yeah.
do you think about LinkedIn?
Do you not feel the pressure of like keeping up?
LinkedIn is nice to just like see where all my friends are and like what jobs they're
Yeah.
doing, but like besides that, that's it. And to do the games. I like the games.
I have yet to play the games. It sends me notifications all the time. Hey, your friends are doing so good. Like you should try it. Some zipper, some game.
Yeah, it's like a little maze you have to go
Yeah.
through. I like the Queens one. Um, yeah.
Here we are playing games on LinkedIn.
I like to see I like to see like when I play them at the beginning of the day, I do
Yeah.
so much better. And like usually can like beat the average. But
Yeah.
then when I do them at the end of the day and I'm dead, I've like noticed a difference, and so that's just like a little fun research on myself
Yeah.
that I've done.
It's funny, when I was taking a break from social media, LinkedIn was the first thing I deactivated or uninstalled.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah,
that's like pressure. Everyone's just making money and everything's about dollars and cents, and it's so painful. It's like, hey, I'm not in the same league right now.
yeah, yeah. That comparison definitely comes in
Yeah.
more, especially for like our age group, because we're all kind of like leaving college, doing grad
Yeah.
school,
And
doing corporate,
fake
and you can
job
just like compare.
postings. Fake job
Oh
postings.
yeah, yeah,
Why are you doing that? Please stop.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was. I don't think I've actually gotten a job via LinkedIn. I've gotten them via networking.
Yeah. But I
Actually, a
I
lot of them via
do
networking.
think it's a good place to like connect with people. And like when you know someone who knows of someone, they can like it's like a triangle, full triangle, and like
Yeah,
LinkedIn can help with that. So yeah for networking, but the postings, I try to always, I've been very sentimental on LinkedIn for some reason, and I do my whole story, and I'm like, I'm genuinely like grateful to all the people, and I think it's a place where I can give people credit who have like contributed to my success. So I do like that part. Like, it's a place where you can give thanks to people and also like network with people. But yeah, when you like see everyone like switching jobs or like being promoted, it puts a pressure. Makes me
Yeah.
sad. For myself. Not for them. Happy for them, but sad for myself. What am I
Yeah.
doing? Yeah, am I good enough?
So we've talked a lot about like our experience with consuming and creating social media, but we want to close this out with kind of how we want to go forward creating on social media. So Ananya, do you want to start us off?
For me personally, I think, again, I want to be very authentic, but it doesn't need to be planned. And so this podcast is a way where I try to not look at any of the audience. I don't want to think about who's going to consume it and who's not going to consume it. I feel like the right people who need to listen to this will find us. And I think almost my creation, I want to focus on people finding it rather than me trying to find people who would need it, and being very authentic. And that's why I'm able to like wake up 5 minutes before the podcast and show up, because I really don't want to care about anything other than my voice, and yeah, to say something meaningful that can help other people or that can inspire the people to be as authentic.
Yeah, I think being authentic is really important, and I don't want it to be like trying to seem authentic. I just want it to be like actually authentic, and like I like the podcast format because that feels so much more genuine than like anything else. I think I might start doing some more like educational content, because I feel like educational content is kind of in a different realm than like marketing content and like lifestyle content. Like I don't want to be an influencer or like anything of that sort. But yeah, being more authentic, and then just like doing more of this podcast, having good conversations.
Yeah, and
I
being
think like the
able
human
to
connection
say,
part of it.
yeah, and being able to say wrong things and being okay with it, and coming up on a next podcast and say, oh, oops, I said the wrong thing. I changed my mind. Being okay to be able
Yeah.
to change the mind as well.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
too.
Because we're always changing and we don't know what we want. So one day we say we might want this, and another day, maybe not.
Yeah. Well, this has been two good conversations talking about consuming on social media and creating on social media. If you have any feedback on or thoughts on how we're creating, let us know in the comments, in the Spotify comments, or just like text us, because it's like the 10 people we know who are watching this. Yeah, if you have feedback, let us know, and we're looking forward to catching up with you again next week.